the way home Friday afternoon. Figured I'd break out the Pit Viper shades. See who drops in here now. I got some news going for the Behringer Kobal, and I've been looking at this synthesizer for a while. I know the desktop one just came out, and it was pretty interesting because the desktop synthesizer had a lot of almost zero hype around it, but it's a pretty cool little box to be. If you look at Todd Smith just bought the Kobal and he thinks it's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool as well, you know. See if anyone pops into the chat here. It's pretty early on a Friday afternoon, 3:30. There's probably not that many people on the move. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, the Behringer Kobal, what a synthesizer, man. They came out with it. They got plans for the Poly Kobal. And I was mistaken yesterday, and I thought that it was an Italian company, but I think Kobal is made by a French company. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think the Krumar pedal was made by an Italian company. That's what I think. I can't remember though. But the big news is, I'll drop it now and then I'll drop it again if anyone pops into the chat, is Behringer is about to release the keyboard for the Kobal, and they're going to put it into Poly D form, the mono poly form factor with the flip top. And I don't know about you guys, but there's something real special about those flip tops. That's why I think the Matrix Brute was cool, because it had the flip top. The Poly Brute is cool, or sorry, not the Poly Brute. The Poly D is cool because it got the flip top. The Mono Poly is cool because it got the flip top. And now the Behringer Kobal is going to come out. Now, when you get a flip top synthesizer, it sits a little different in your studio. It's got that je ne sais quoi for all the French people out there. Man, that sun is coming. That's why I had to wear these shades, because the sun is coming thick. But yeah, so you got the flip top synthesizer. I've only owned one, and that's the Behringer Mono Poly. And man, there's something special about having a flip top synthesizer. Something real special, and I can't describe it. I never flip mine down. I never have it flat, ever. I always got it standing up. And a lot of times I just want to have it down in the living room somewhere with the top standing right up. Because when you look over at your synthesizer and it's looking back at you, it makes you want to play it a whole lot more. I don't know. If any of you guys have had, what's up? We got 2 people in here, 3 people in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, when you got a synthesizer with the flip top that looks at you, which was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Moog, Mini Moog, was the original flip top synthesizer. And there's something really special about when you can sit down and the synthesizer's looking back at you. When those like knobs and buttons are staring at you, that's a different feeling. So you got the Mini Moog that inspired it all. Then you got the Behringer came out, or no, sorry, before Behringer, we had Arturia, who said we're gonna one up the Mini Moog. We're gonna go with the Matrix Brute. If I get a chance over the next probably 2 or 3 years, I'm gonna pick up the Matrix Brute for one reason and one reason only, because it looks so awesome. That thing looks so awesome that I'm gonna have to get it. And as much as I think that my wife might say, do you really need something like that? I think at the end of the day, when I set that thing up and all those matrix pad looks back at her, she'd be like, wow, what is that? I'd be like, I don't even want to play it. Just leave it in the living room. Leave it over there. I don't even need to touch it. It just looks beautiful. So, going on that theme, we've got the Behringer Poly D and the Behringer Mono Poly, which, say what you want about Behringer, but give them credit for producing, can we say together, the most aesthetically pleasing style of synthesizer? The flip top, the one that looks back at you. That's the most aesthetically pleasing to me of all my synthesizers, because all the other ones I gotta look down. And to be honest, I don't like looking down. I like looking straight. So maybe that's why a lot of those new synthesizer racks are along the wall, and you can put them on the wall and then look straight at them. But I don't think that's putting your synthesizers on a wall. I've never been one for that. I'm more interested in standing up and having them look at me just one-on-one, or sitting down and like. So, you guys probably came here. Maybe you came here because I got breaking news today. And if you don't know, now you know. The Synth Samurai has a lot of connections, and a lot of people come and send me emails and stuff about what's coming down the pipe. A lot of it I can't say because I'm sworn to secrecy due to, what do you call it, journalist source privilege, or whatever the heck they call it. But this one here, confirmed, I can come out and say that Behringer is about to drop the Behringer Kobal keyboard. Now, I don't know if you're excited about it. If you haven't seen the Kobal, hey, what's up, Jumpin'? Jumpin' Man, what's happening? Hey, you need to tell everyone you're the source himself. The Behringer Kobal is, word on the street, about to drop. Now, if you're into flip-top synthesizers, you have to be into the Behringer Kobal, because it is the next rendition of the Poly D, of the Mono Poly, of the Mini Moog, that generation of flip-top synthesizers. And the Kobal is cool. Go check out Todd Smith, got a couple videos. He's one of the only people out there, I think, that are outside of Europe who's got the Kobal at the moment. I could be wrong, but he's got a few videos on it. He seems to really like it. He said it's got some fast envelopes. The filter on it's amazing. The filter on all the Behringer synthesizers are really good. The output on the Behringer synthesizers are really good. I was playing around with the Mono Poly the other night, and it's got a high and a low output setting. The weird thing about it is when I got it on low, it's too low. And when I got it on high, it's too high. So I'm kind of still trying to figure out how to gain stage that, but I'm excited for the Behringer Kobal. Now, will I buy it? That's a different question, because these flip-top synthesizers take up a lot of space. Have any of you guys in the chat, any of you guys got the Poly D, the Mono Poly? Now we're going to the Kobal, and I know they're coming too. Behringer's coming with the SH, what is it, the SH01? Is that the one they're coming out with? Also flip-top. So that's super exciting. So you got the flip-top Poly D, you got the flip-top Mono Poly, you're going to have the flip-top Kobal, and then you have the flip-top SH01, I think they're going to call it. Maybe they're called the BH01. So maybe that's what it is. Who knows? But I'll tell you what, I'm driving home now, and it's Friday afternoon. Thank the Lord we got let out of the coal mines early. The Kobal flip-top and the second expanders make sense to have, yeah. I agree 100%. Imagine if you had, okay, yeah, actually, I see where you're going. So I know what you're saying now, and it makes sense. So the Kobal flip top, and then you're going to buy the expanders. So you pick up the flip top for, if Behringer seems to be putting those out for what? They're start $5.99 usually, $5.99, $6.99. Put those out, even if you did a $4.99 because it's a Kobal and you know you got the expander. So you kind of have to give people a break who've bought the expander. So you come out with the Behringer Kobal flip top, and then you buy 2 or 3 expanders, which will give you 6 VCOs. Now, if you don't think that'll shake and rattle the room, I think you've lost your mind. Because the Behringer Toro rattles your room. Let alone 6 VCOs of Kobal. That will shake, if you got speakers, that'll shake the pictures right off the wall. You know? That's what I think. So I can't believe Behringer's coming out with that quick after the UBXA announcement. They're dropping the Kobal. They're going to drop the Kobal keyboard announcement. That's exciting because maybe then after that they'll come out and drop the Poly Kobal. One of my good friends was saying how excited he is for the Kobal. Are you going to get the Super Gemini? Man, I want the Super Gemini so bad. Every time I wanted the Super 6, but I couldn't justify the keyboard. So when they came out with the desktop Super 6, I kind of already moved on at that point. I was like, I moved on from it because I couldn't justify it. It was too expensive. when they came with the desktop, then I thought about it again, and then they released the Gemini keyboard. I watched a video by them the other day, Udo, I think it is, right? The Super Gemini, they had an artist on there. I was nuts. This is an emergency broadcast. This is an emergency broadcast for two reasons. One reason, emergency, high alert. Behringer is releasing the flip-top Kobal keyboard soon. That's the word on the street. Okay, that's the emergency broadcast. That's the word on the street. The other emergency broadcast is Synth Punk back, at Synth Punk back. Now, did he punk me? Did he punk the Synth Samurai? Did he make the Synth Samurai go out there and do a eulogy? Every SLS video is an emergency. You better believe it. You better believe it. So, I'm wondering, did Synth Punk make the Samurai go out there? Did he punk me and make me do an emergency broadcast? I don't know. But guess what? He's back. Synth Punk back, and go check out Wolfman Love's channel. If you want to see the most prolific synthesizer artist, you got to go check out at Wolfman Love's channel. Go right now, watch his videos. They're absolutely breathtaking. They come like a thief in the night. You might be there, and suddenly it's like bing, bing, bing. One shows up on your feed, and then you click it, and it makes your night, man. Because the Wolfman Love has amazing style, and he's got epic videos. So back to the Poly Kobal. Yeah, the Poly Kobal is great. Everybody's waiting for the Poly Kobal. I think the Kobal is just the hors d'oeuvre to the Poly Kobal, you know? Because the Poly Kobal was one of those synthesizers. I think, fact check me on this, fact check me. I think they only made 50 Poly Kobals. Oh, you're prolific, my brother. You're very prolific. Wolfman, hey, listen, Wolfman Love is very prolific. Wolfman Love, I got an update for you too, man. The Synth Samurai will be going back to parts unknown. You know where they are. Between the days of, what are they, the 6th to the 30th or something like that? No, sorry, not that long. I'll be coming back for a week, man, and we're going to have to squeeze in a jam. All right, you just got to hear. That's the breaking news, is that the Synth Samurai is going back to parts unknown for a little break. West Coast, though, so we're going to have to arrange it. I'm going to tell you that tonight, but since you're here, I'll tell you that right now. What do you think of the Pit Vipers? I got these new shades. My brother sent them to me. Pit Vipers, man. These things are out of this world. So, yeah, breaking news. You got another sub. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Richie Rich. Listen, I'm waiting for your next video, and I'm wondering if you're going to buy the UBXA, because I want to see Rich compare the UBXA to the OBXA. And if you could do that, man, I think that would be breathtaking. But anyways, this is it. That was a quick, I just had to drop some breaking news. The Kobal, Behringer Kobal keyboard is coming. It's coming soon from one of the most trusted sources in all of the synthesizer community. And if you know where he is, it's not me. He told me, and I don't know if he wants his name out there, but if he does, he does. Thanks, Rich. You too, brother. Great to see you. All right, I'm back at the castle. Stay tuned later. We'll be doing that synth show later on tonight. Not enough room. I hear you, man. Not enough room. Maybe I'll just park and chill with you guys for a while. Turn off the car and relax for. Yeah. There's always room for synthesizers, Rich. You got a house. You got lots of rooms. You got shelves. My boss gave me a shelf, and I brought it home, and I leaned it up against the wall, and suddenly I had more room. That's weird, you know, but you always got room. And Rich, are you going to pass up the chance to own the greatest audio's better right now? Yeah, I think I just got home and hit the Wi-Fi, so I hit the Wi-Fi signal. Yeah. Rich, are you going to pass up the chance to go home, or sorry, to acquire a desktop, UBXA desktop synthesizer, which will go down in history as the most transformational synthesizer in the last 35 years of synthesizer production? And I'll tell you why. The reason that will be the most transformational synthesizer is because it's coming in at a price point where it's allowing the poor man to get in
to some analog superpower that only the top dogs have had ability to get a hold of. It's like it's the equivalent of Bugatti giving you a Bugatti for $20,000. That's what the UBXA is. The UBXA is a Bugatti for $20,000. And Behringer's willing to put 6 years, and I think they said, did they say $20 million or $8 million? Behringer put 6 years and $8 to $20 million in to developing the greatest poor man synthesizer of all time. 16 voice, multi-timbral, bitimbral, multi-timbral, polyphonic aftertouch, full of presets. The only mistake Behringer made, in my opinion, is they didn't name this synthesizer their own name. They used UBXA, which Synthpunk coined it, but I'll steal it. The Uli Behringer XA. I think that's genius. But they should have just called it their own thing, because this isn't the OBXA. The OBXA was 8 voices. It didn't have polyphonic aftertouch. I don't know if it had stereo panning. So this is actually their own synthesizer. It's Behringer's own. It's not even a clone. I wouldn't even call it a clone at this point. It's that much more advanced than the OBXA was, that I think when this synthesizer comes out and some people start doing some demos on it, it's going to rock the internet. Like, you know why it's going to rock the internet? Because all the synthfluencers, everything else will be a fall through my keyboard stand. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Rich, maybe you need another keyboard stand, brother. You need to do the L shape, or do the Kibu U shape, where you got synthesizers on the side and the front. Kibu might even have the cube going. He might have the square, where he's got synthesizers in the front, the sides, and the back. So, Richie boy, you always got space. You just gotta, to make space, you have to lose space. Or a 2x4. Yeah, you might need you might need a couple 2x4s, Richie. Richie boy, you might need a couple 2x4s and a local carpenter to come in and say, just tell him what you want. Wolfman Love is one of the greatest people to use carpenters I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Wolfman Love will get a carpenter. He'll bring him in, and trust me, this carpenter will be like, all right, I can come in. I can make you a workbench. Wolfman Love will be like, all right. He'll pump the carpenter up so much, he'll say, you can make anything you want, carpenter, but this is the vision that I have, and I know that you can make it happen. I think the Wolfman Love might have even made a solid oak bed frame that has a pull-out drawer that he can sit in a meditation cross-legged seating, and he can play his synthesizers in. So what happens is he has a wooden bed. He hits a button on top of the bed. The bottom of the bed goes like this, and then a whole layer of synthesizers come out and then go into a cube around them. So he sits cross-legged, hits the button. He might even have a Bluetooth to his phone, actually. So I think he's got a Bluetooth to his phone. He hits the Bluetooth thing. He sits in the front of the bed. The bed opens up, raises up. Synthesizers come out on both sides, surround him in a cube, and he's got the Poly D, he's got the JDXI, he's got the Deluge, he's got the RC505, he's got the Wave State, and it just surrounds him. And then he can play them all, and then he hits Bluetooth on his phone, it all goes back under his bed. And the thing is he made the carpenter make that by making the carpenter believe that it was possible to make it, because the carpenter thought he could only make a workbench, right? So that's the beauty of Wolfman Love. So, Rich, make your dreams come true by getting a carpenter. True visionary. Wolfman's a true visionary, indeed. He is a true visionary. But can you imagine? It's almost time to start thinking a little bigger when it comes to our synthesizer setups, because myself, I'm also rich, running out of space, and I don't know how I'm going to add more synthesizers to my setup, because I think I'm going these days. I made a decision probably a week ago, and I believe I talked to Wolfman Love about it, is I'm going full YOLO. I'm going full YOLO when it comes to synthesizers. You only live once, and if I can get it, I'm gonna get it. Give me a break. Can't wait to check out this channel. Oh, you got to check out Wolfman Love, Richie. Richie, go check it out right now. At Wolfman Love, I think Wolfman Love is one word. Go check it out, and I know you'll love it. He's got one of the best channels on all of YouTube, in my personal opinion. So yeah, back to it. It's time to start thinking about the synth. So I'm going YOLO. I'm going YOLO. And someone, you know what I'm doing? I'm deleting gas from my term in the synthesizer. I'm using gas. Gas to me now, when it comes to synthesizers, is fill up my tank with money, go buy a piece of gear. You're the man. Next time when I try to decide on buy, a voice will pop by. Yeah. Listen, man, it's time to like. There's a difference in being materialistic and being absolutely passionate about what you really like. So, materialistic to me is like, I'll go buy a bunch of clothes for no reason. Just say yes. Just say yes. That's all you got to do is say yes. So, when you want to buy a synthesizer, here's my tip. Go to the bathroom, stand in front of the mirror, and just say yes. And say that 10 to 15 times. We'll save the world with our synths. Yeah, because when people like us make music, synthesizer music is different than pop, hip hop. It's not better, it's not worse, it's different. The thing about synthesizer music is when you get in there and you let your synthesizers go, you're releasing a frequency into the world that's affecting every single molecule inside yourself and outside yourself. So when you're playing this kind of stuff, it's changing the world. So if we can get into this kind of like, I actually think that gas was a term invented by the music industry to stop independent musicians from acquiring more sonic capability to then affect the environment to create more positive outcomes in the quantum realm. If that makes more sense. If that makes sense. I think yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. That gas was a term invented to stop people from acquiring sonic equipment to effect change on a quantum level that is positive, and then allow, yeah, exactly. I don't think we're allowed to say that on YouTube, but we know exactly what you're talking about. The one-eyed purple people leaders. Cool channel. Thanks, Ron Cavanaugh, man. You got the best channel. You're the godfather of Deluge. Anybody who has a question about Deluge to me, I instantly send them to your channel. Instantly, because you're the best. And dudes, I think you're an absolute genius. It blows my mind how much you know about that thing. It's so humbling. Deluge hero, yeah. Godfather Deluge, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you being here. It's cool. Now, Wolfman Love is the greatest Deluge promoter, and he's been trying to get me to get a Deluge for a long time because I need a brain for my synthesizer. Hey, my pleasure, man. You're the best. You're the best. You are the absolute best. Definitely the best at what you do, for sure. Well, man, 5 years? Are you kidding me? Okay, Synth Samurai is going to award you the black belt in Sonics because you should be teaching your own course. You could probably make your own course on Deluge and nobody would ever be able to touch it. Always, brother. You're amazing. Love it. The Machine's won. Now, listen, the Machine's won. If you ever want to go check out a channel that's absolute, Ron, go check out the Machine's won if you haven't already. Wolfman Love, I think you turned me on to him. 30 years in music. Brother, what can you play? Can you play piano and stuff? Ron's the alpha of the community tutorials, for sure. He's the alpha cat. No, alpha lion. I guess lion's a cat. All right, man, I'll be tuning in. We're going to do a live stream or just do regular? Post a video. But anyways, the Machine's won. Love your channel, brother. You're one of the first channels I started following. It's awesome. Smash the like button. Yeah, smash the like button. Hit the like button. If you guys like these pit vipers, that's a gift from my brother, man. I just found them the other day. I was telling my wife, I was like, where are my pit vipers? And she was like, I don't know. You must have put them somewhere. And I was like, I didn't put them anywhere, but I think I hid them way in the back of one of my clothing drawers. And so the other day I was like, I'm getting the pit vipers because the future is bright, baby, in the synthesizer world. What do you guys think about Behringer? Are you into Behringer or not into Behringer? If you say you're not into Behringer, that's okay. A lot of people aren't into Behringer. But I am the unofficial Behringer hype man. I am the bone broth brother of Patrick, the Behringer demo guy. Oh man, no, I love your channel. I think everybody needs to find these channels. The whole idea of what I got envisioned here is all I want to do is hype your guys' stuff because it's so awesome and humbling. Because all I do all day, honest to God, when I'm not working, is I'm watching your guys' stuff. I love your channels. I love your content. I think you guys are absolutely, you're geniuses. It's so humbling, and it's an absolute honor to even have you guys jump in this chat. The Wasp. Okay. Do you know the Wasp is on sale for $149 at sweetwater.com right now? I could spend $149 tomorrow night if I take my missus out for a meal and a few beer. So I might buy a Wasp tomorrow night instead of doing that. I heard the Wasp is cool. The one thing with Wasp is it's so cool. Thanks, brother. The jams, man, the jams are cool. I don't know. I never think they're good, but I always just enjoy doing them, and I find it crazy that people even watch them and stuff. But the thing about the jams is I like riding the lightning. 120 for the Wasp? Oh my God, are you serious? That's a super deal. Used or new? Yeah, I heard it's got some. So this is the thing about Behringer. Behringer has. Yeah, I know. Behringer has. The Behringer Toro just came out. Someone sent me a video of it, and he sent me a video of it, and it shook his whole house. And I can't remember or not now, but I think a picture even fell off the wall. That's how loud the Toro was. And then that's being built off the Wasp and something new months ago. 120 American US dollars? That's a crazy deal, man. Yeah, the Behringer. Someone said to me. Someone said to me this the other day. Behringer says what it's going to do, and then does what it says. And I think that's the perfect tagline for Behringer equipment. You're not going to buy a Behringer Wasp and expect it to be a polyphonic aftertouch 18 voice it's just not. It's a monophonic synthesizer that is based and recreated on the old Wasp synthesizer. 133 pounds Wasp right now. What's up, the witch's house? Listen, I guess I'm going to buy the Wasp. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the Behringer Wasp because I sold a few t-shirts on my site. I got some cool t-shirts. Go check them out. If you like them, get one. If you don't. Doesn't matter. I just having fun designing them. But I'm actually making them for myself, so I don't have to go to the store anymore and buy t-shirts. So I was like, what can I do here? How about I just make my own t-shirts, and then when I need a new t-shirt, I just go buy it for myself. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm going to take some of the money I just made from the t-shirt sales. I'm going to buy a Behringer Wasp. I might buy two, but I think I'm going to buy one. I got to talk to the Wasp. I'm going to complain that the B Wasp doesn't fit the role of the Jupiter. Okay, fair enough. But guess what? The Wasp isn't trying to be the Jupiter 8 because it's not called a Jupiter 8. It's called a Wasp. So the Wasp is the Wasp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a Behringer Wasp for $149. I might buy it when I go in the house here now in a minute. And I'm going to get it. I'm going to demo it. And then I'm going to raffle it off. But I just want to... Hey, man, you can complain all day. This is Samurai Nation. You're in the dojo now, baby. You can complain. You can fight. We can argue. We can spar. We can talk. The beauty about Samurai Nation is we come in here, we chat, we can argue, we can disagree, we can get pumped up, we can talk. If you got any problems, let me know. Maybe we can figure them out together. But yeah, I'm going to buy a Behringer Wasp. I'm going to demo it. If I like it, I'll have to get another. But I'm going to make the agreement here now. I'm going to get the Behringer Wasp and I'm going to raffle it off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to demo it and raffle it off because I just want to do something like that, you know? I want to give it away because people need to give away more crap these days, you know? Everybody got too much crap. I know you are. Listen, Space Capsule, go check out Space Capsule's channel. If you want to see a true samurai ride the lightning, Space Capsule's channel, you go check it out. This cat also does the live jam style. So if you don't know, Synth Samurai, Wolfman Love, Synth Capsule, or Space Capsule, Machines 1, we all come from a Ride the Lightning live jam style of community. So we go in there and we make jams and we ride the lightning. We got them like a little bit pre-set up, but we just go for it. And that's kind of like martial arts. Let's call it synth arts. We like to spar and sharpen the skills, sharpen the tools. So anyways, fellas, I think I got a dart now. I got a dart in the house. I got to put together a fireplace. I got to get that ready for when the missus gets home, get the house warmed up. You know what we do. Ride the lightning. So thanks for showing up. Space Capsule, Machines 1, Ronnie, baby, Wolfman Love, Richie boy. Thanks for coming, Jumping Man. We're all here. Again, I'm trying to do these live jams, these live streams on the way home for something to do, just have a chat with you guys. Hope you like the Pit Vipers. I think they're cool. And I think I'm going to do that synth show later. You have a great weekend. Take it easy, fellas. And tune in for that synth show later on. Sloo, sloo.